12 R&B songs, one decade, one shot at forever. You've heard every single one of these at cookouts, on the radio, slow dances at school, family reunions. These songs are locked in your memory. But here's what the industry didn't tell you. For most of these artists, this was it. One massive hit, and then nothing that big again. The 1980s gave us some of the most unforgettable R&B moments in music history. But not everyone who made those moments got a second chance to repeat them. In some of these stories, they'll change how you hear these songs. Let's go. Number 12, Junior, Mama Used to Say, 1982. But here's what most people don't know about this song. Junior Giscombe was a British R&B singer working the London club scene when Mama Used to Say hit in 1982. Mama used to say, take your time, young man. The song peaked at number 7 in the UK. Nothing shocking about that. But then it crossed the Atlantic and climbed to number 30 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 2 on the R&B chart. For a black British artist in 1982, that was unheard of. Junior became the first black British artist to perform on Soul Train. And when Billboard handed him their Best Newcomer award, it was presented by James Brown himself. But here's the thing, the song's message was deeply personal. Junior wrote it about real advice his mother gave him during a flirty encounter at his day job. Mama used to say, take your time. Young man, simple wisdom, universal truth. And it resonated with millions. His follow-up single, Too Late, made the UK top 20. But in America, nothing. That window closed. And if you've ever had one big moment and couldn't catch lightning twice, you know that's a different kind of heartbreak. How it used to be, how his mommy passed away. Junior kept making music, wrote hits for other artists, co-wrote songs for the Lighthouse family that sold 5 million copies. But Mama Used to Say remained his signature, the one that made him immortal. Number 11, Minnie Riperton, Lovin' You. Minnie Riperton had a 5-octave range, not 4, 5. She could hit notes that most people didn't even know existed. That whistle register you hear on Lovin' You, that wasn't a gimmick, that was her. She'd been singing since the 60s, backup for Etta James, Chuck Berry, Muddy Waters at Chess Records, lead vocalist for the psychedelic soul band Rotary Connection, and then backup for Stevie Wonder and Wonderlove. She was everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Stevie produced Perfect Angel in 1974, had to use a fake name because of his Motown contract, called himself El Toro Negro. And Lovin' You was the 4th single from that album. Almost didn't get released. April 5th, 1975, number 1. And if you listen closely at the end, you can hear her singing Maya Maya. That's her daughter, Maya Rudolph. The one who grew up to be on Saturday Night Live. 1 year later, Minnie was diagnosed with breast cancer. The disease had already spread to her lymphatic system. Doctors gave her 6 months. She lived 3 more years. Toured, recorded, became a spokesperson for the American Cancer Society. Died July 12, 1979, 31 years old. And on her grave, it says, "Loving you is easy because you're beautiful." No one else can make me feel the color. Real talk. Only 9% of you are subscribed. That hurts. We're spending hours digging through archives, fact-checking every detail, bringing these stories back to life. And if you're watching this far, you clearly care. So hit subscribe. It's free and takes 2 seconds. Now, to my subscribers, barely any of you have joined the membership. And honestly, that stings even more. You know the work we put in. You keep coming back. If these videos have ever made you feel something, if this music means something to you, join the membership. It's one coffee a month, and it's the only way we keep this going. Let's build this together. All right, back to it. Number 10, Indeep, Last Night a DJ Saved My Life, 1983.
Told you on the phone, no one's home.
This song became a mantra for DJs, for dancers, for anyone who ever found salvation on a dance floor.
I'm a broken heart. Last night a DJ saved my life.
Indeep was the creation of Michael Cleveland, a New York producer who built the track with vocalists Rosemarie Ramsey and Rajan Magloire. Last Night a DJ Saved My Life dropped in 1982 with a simple premise.
Check it out. Last night a DJ saved my life.
A woman is bored, alone, thinking about leaving her man until a DJ plays the perfect song and saves her from heartbreak. The song hit number 10 on the R&B chart, number 2 on the dance chart. In the UK, it went to number 13.
Around this town.
And it became a dance club classic that DJs love to play because it fed their egos. There's not a problem that I can't fix because I can do it in the mix. But here's the irony. In America, Last Night a DJ Saved My Life stalled at number 101 on the pop chart, one spot away from the Hot 100. Indeep tried to follow it up. When Boys Talk and The Record Keeps Spinning both made the dance chart, but nothing came close. And by the mid-'80s, they were gone.
Baby, why leave me all alone? And
The song, though, it lived on. Sampled by Mariah Carey, covered dozens of times. The title became the name of a book about the history of DJs.
you've got your women all around.
Michael Cleveland created a dance floor anthem that's still played today. But for Indeep, it was one shot, one save, and that was it.
Yeah. Last night a DJ saved my life.
Number 9, Shannon, Let the Music Play, 1983.
Just between ourselves. But when the music.
This song invented a genre, and most people don't even know it. Shannon, born Brenda Shannon Green, was a jazz vocalist attending college in New York when producer Chris Barbosa heard her sing in a cousin's recording studio. He had a track called Fire and Ice. He thought her voice could make it something special. They renamed it Let the Music Play, released it in September of 1983. And what happened next changed dance music forever.
As soon as we started to move.
The song peaked at number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 2 on the R&B chart, blocked from number 1 by Patti LaBelle's If Only You Knew. And it went number 1 on the dance chart for 6 weeks. But here's what made it revolutionary.
We started dancing and I put
The production. Let the Music Play was one of the first tracks to sync together a Roland TR 808 drum machine and a TB 303 bass line. The combination created a sound so unique, they called it the Shannon sound. That sound became freestyle, a whole genre. Artists like Lisa and Cult Jam, Expose, and dozens of others built careers on that foundation. Shannon's follow-up single, Give Me Tonight, reached number 46 on the pop chart. Number 2, R&B, but it wasn't enough.
soon as we started to move.
Nothing else broke through. She asked to be released from her contract in 1987. And if you've ever created something that changed everything for everyone else except you, you know that's its own kind of legacy. Beautiful and brutal.
He tried pretending our dance is just a dance, but I see.
Number 8, Oran Juice, Jones, The Rain, 1986. One of the first artists signed to Def Jam, one massive hit, and then silence. Oran Juice Jones dropped The Rain in 1986, and it was unlike anything else on the radio. The song starts smooth, a slow jam about watching your girl cheat on you in the rain. But then, at the end, Juice breaks into a 3-minute spoken word monologue that's equal parts rage, heartbreak, and ice-cold revenge. I followed you today. Close your mouth, 'cause you cold busted. The song went to number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 1 on the R&B chart for 2 weeks. It was the first number 1 R&B hit for Def Jam Records, a label that would go on to define hip-hop. Juice was VH1's number 63 one-hit wonder of the 80s. But here's the thing, Juice never had another Hot 100 hit, not one. His career ended after 3 albums that didn't chart. He retired in 1997. Started blogging, became a music composer, and when VH1 asked him about being a one-hit wonder, his response was perfect. He came, he saw, he conquered, he moved on. You dig? That's one way to make peace with it, but the industry wanted more, and when you can't give them that, they move on too. Number 7, the S.O.S band, Take Your Time, Do It Right, 1980. This song almost didn't exist. The band hated it. The S.O.S band, its Sounds of Success, was an Atlanta funk group signed to Taboo Records. When songwriters Harold Clayton and Sagidi Abdallah brought them Take Your Time, Do It Right, the band's first reaction was to reject it. They thought it sounded too much like Anita Ward's disco hit Ring My Bell. And in 1980, disco was dead. Or so everyone thought. But Sagidi insisted he had a deal with the label head. If he could bring them a hit song, he could produce the band. So they recorded it, released it, and watched it explode. Take Your Time, Do It Right went to number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 1 on the R&B chart for 5 weeks, number 1 on the dance chart, platinum certified, 2 million copies sold. The album went gold. The S.O.S band became stars, and then they never had another top 40 pop hit. Just Be Good to Me in 1983 went to number 2 R&B. The Finest in 1986 went to number 2 R&B. Both were massive in the black community, but neither crossed over like Take Your Time. And here's what that teaches you. Sometimes the song the industry pushes isn't the song you believe in, and sometimes that's the only one that breaks through. Number 6, Rockwell, Somebody's Watching Me, 1984. Berry Gordy's son, Michael Jackson on the chorus. A paranoid masterpiece and one of the most bizarre success stories of the 80s. Rockwell, real name Kennedy Gordy, was estranged from his father, Berry Gordy, founder of Motown Records. He was living with his father's ex-wife when he recorded a demo in his one-bedroom apartment.
I wonder who's watching me now? The IRS?
When Berry finally heard it, he thought one of the backing vocals sounded familiar. It was Michael Jackson. Kennedy had convinced Michael to sing the chorus. I always feel like somebody's watching me by asking him directly at the Jacksons' house. Michael agreed. So did Jermaine. Neither asked for credit. They respected Kennedy's wish to make it on his own. The song went to number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 1 on the R&B chart for 5 weeks. It was one of the biggest hits of 1984, gold certified, and Kennedy finally had his father's approval. But here's the cruel part. Rockwell's only other charting single, Obscene Phone Caller, peaked at number 35. Everything after that disappeared. And if you're the son of one of the most powerful men in music history, and you only get one hit despite all that access, you know the way to that. 'Cause I might open my eyes and find someone standing there. Kennedy later said he prayed to God before recording Somebody's Watching Me. He promised to tell everyone about the miracle if it worked. It worked once, and that had to be enough. Number 5, Dazz Band, Let It Whip, 1982. A Grammy Award, a number 1 R&B hit, a crossover smash, and then the climb stopped. The Dazz Band, short for Danceable Jazz, was a Cleveland funk group that had been grinding for years under different names. By 1982, they'd signed to Motown and were working on their 3rd album, Keep It Live. Producers Reggie Andrews and Leon Ndugu Chanclair brought them a track built on drum machines and a Minnie Moog bass line. Let it whip! The label wanted to release a ballad first, but somebody convinced them to go with Let It Whip, and it was the right call. The song went to number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 1 on the R&B chart for 5 weeks, number 2 on the dance chart. It won the 1983 Grammy for Best R&B Performance by a duo or a group with vocals. The Dazz Band were stars. Their follow-up, Joystick, peaked at number 61 pop. Let It All Blow reached number 84. Both were R&B hits, but neither came close to Let It Whip. And here's the lesson. When you win a Grammy for your breakthrough single, the world expects you to do it again. And when you can't, that Grammy starts to feel like a monument to what you almost worked. Number 4, The Floater, Float On, 1977. If you've ever introduced yourself with your zodiac sign in a romantic context, you can trace that directly back to 4 men from Detroit. Ralph, Aquarius, Charles, Libra, Paul, Leo, Larry, Cancer. You're either smiling or rolling your eyes. Either way, it's in your head now, which is exactly the point. Float On is burrowed into your brain, whether you invited it in or not. The Floaters came out of the Sojourner Truth housing projects on the east side of Detroit. Ralph Mitchell, Charles Clark, Paul Mitchell, and his brother James, who had actually performed with a group called the Detroit Emeralds before this, which is where the musical foundation came from. They signed with ABC Records in 1976.
Not like a woman who loves her freedom.
Their first single went nowhere. Their debut album came out to almost no response. And then one night in New York, a DJ just threw Float On the air because he liked the bass line, and the phones went crazy. A DJ in Cleveland had the same experience. The calls didn't stop. A BC realized what they had.
Now my name is Paul. See, I like all.
Float On went to number 1 on the R&B charts for 6 weeks, hit number 2 on the pop charts, hit number 1 in the United Kingdom, sat in the Hot 100 for 16 weeks. For the summer of 1977, this song was inescapable on every station, at every party, in every car with the windows down.
And my name is Charles.
Then 1978 arrived. A BC record sold to MCA. New ownership, new priorities, new ears that didn't care about a group the old regime had signed. Their second album, Magic, got caught in the transition and disappeared. The third album followed it into oblivion. Internal tensions pulled the group apart by 1980. The sound that had made the summer of 1977 couldn't survive the paperwork of 1978. Two of those 4 men are gone now. Larry Cunningham died in January 2019. Paul Mitchell died in December 2021. But in that summer, 1977, there's a version of somebody's block party or somebody's basement or somebody's car with the windows down where Float On is playing right now and always will be. And somewhere in that sound, 4 guys from the east side of Detroit are doing exactly what the song says. Just floating. Number 3, Rebbie Jackson, Centipede. 1980s Jackson, the last to release music, and the one song that proved she belonged. By 1984, Rebbie Jackson had watched all her siblings build music careers. Michael had Thriller, Janet was becoming a superstar, but Rebbie waited. She raised her kids first, made sure family life was secure, and at 34, she finally released her debut album. Michael wrote and produced Centipede. He sang backing vocals. So did the Weather Girls. The song peaked at number 24 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 4 on the R&B chart. He said she almost didn't use the Jackson name on the cover. She wanted to make it on her own, but she compromised. Rebbie is large and Jackson is small. She was trying to step out of the shadow, but the shadow is also what gave her the platform. Her follow-up, A Fork in the Road, only reached number 40 R&B. Everything after that barely registered. And if you're the oldest sibling in the most famous musical family in the world and you only get one moment in the spotlight, that moment has to carry you for the rest of you. Gregory Abbott, Shake You Down, 1986.
I've watched you so many times before now.
Number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 1 on the R&B chart, Billboard's number 3 song of 1987. And Gregory Abbott's only major pop hit.
I've been missing you.
Abbott was an English teacher at UC Berkeley when he recorded Shake You Down. He wrote it, produced it, sang it. The phrase came from something he thought expressed the way a man feels when he sees an attractive woman. He tested it on a female friend. She liked it, so he built a song around it. Columbia Records released it in August 1986. By January 1987, it was number 1. It stayed there for 1 week. And it became the fastest song to reach 1 million radio plays in history. But here's the twist. The label had planned to release another single first. I Got the Feeling Is Over was supposed to lead, but they changed their minds.
And what it's telling me, and you
Shake You Down became the single, and it changed Abbott's life. And the follow-up, I Got the Feeling, eventually came out and peaked at number 56 on the pop chart. Number 5 R&B, not enough. Abbott released a few more albums. They didn't chart, and by the 90s, he'd moved into independent music. 1 number 1 hit, 1 moment at the top, and then Gravity.
now give me just a little time.
If you've ever done everything right, Written, produced, performed the song yourself, and still only gotten one shot, you understand that bittersweet taste.
And the way you make me feel.
Number 1, Colonel Abrams, Trapped, 1985.
I guess they think that I'm not good enough for you. I can tell.
A dance floor revolution, a proto-house anthem, and a tragic ending that still hurts. Colonel Abrams was a Detroit-born musician who played with everyone from Prince's band 94 East to his own group, Heavy Impact.
I can tell the way they act and their attitude. It's a tear.
When Trapped dropped in 1985, it was unlike anything on the radio. Producer Richard Burgess had created what many consider the first house music record. The song went to number 3 in the UK, number 1 on the US dance chart, number 20 on the R&B chart. It sold 5 million copies worldwide. Trapped was everywhere. The song influenced everything from Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up to the entire garage house movement. But here's the painful truth. Colonel Abrams never had an American pop hit. Trapped didn't make the Hot 100. Neither did I'm Not Gonna Let, which also went number 1 on the dance chart. Abrams had 4 number 1 dance hits, but radio wouldn't touch him. And the industry didn't take care of him. By 2015, Abrams was homeless, suffering from diabetes, in poor health. Marshall Jefferson, the house music pioneer, launched a crowdfunding campaign to help, but it wasn't enough. Colonel Abrams died on Thanksgiving Day, 2016. He was 67 years old. Music legends like Swizz Beatz, Joey Negro, and Jelly Bean Benitez paid tribute because everyone in the dance music world knew the truth. Abrams had helped birth an entire genre. But America's pop charts never recognized it, and that's the cruelest part of being a one-hit wonder. Sometimes you change everything, you just don't get to see it reflected in your bank account or your legacy or the way you spend your final years.